G'day friends and fans, welcome to Tabletop News. I'm your host, the author, David Applegate. And as always, we are starting with my favourite site, the Bundle of Holding. And lo and behold, first up is one of my favourite games, Tunnels and Trolls. This is actually one of the first tabletop fantasy sets I got from the Bundle of Holding. This is a 2015 deluxe rulebook set with an amazing price, $7.95 for the solitaire pack. This gets you started with Tunnel and Trolls. Now, originally released in 2015, this became a bundle in 2018. This is one of two offers from the trailblazing fantasy role-playing game Tunnels and Trolls. It debuted in 1975. It was simple, high-spirited, and streamlined. It became famous for its solitaire pick-a-path dungeon crawls. If you have trouble finding players, this has no less than 11 solo adventures with game-mastered modules. 2015 deluxe rulebook. This was funded in a powerhouse Kickstarter campaign in 2013. So Tunnels and Trolls was revised and revived, and 2018. So this is a resurrection, second time from 2018. Now there is a new Kickstarter campaign in progress from Rebellion. Plugged, which I'll add to the end of this. Let's see. Here we go. Rebellion have acquired Tunnels and Trolls. He's one of the original players, apparently. Tunnels and Trolls. Play adventures as you need to be. Who are they? Yes, so... Let's see, what is this one? Is it still active? I think it is. All right. We will see you later. Back to the Tunnels and Trolls. Okay, so you have free quick start rules. You can this pack 13 titles for $7.95. With new graphics, new quick set rules, solos, mid-level, and various campaigns. Now, if you pay above the threshold price of $18.96, you level up and also get 10 more titles worth an additional $49.50. So you get the complete 2015 revised rulebook, the Monsters, the first edition of the standalone spin-off game. Lets you play monsters, guarding your dungeons from heroic intruders. 88-page collection of 9 solo adventures and more scenarios from the Sorcerer's Apprentice magazine. And more. Now let's look at the individual packs. So there's quite the mega bundle here. It is... And I'm not saying it may be your favourite game. It may become one of your favourites. Tunnels and Trolls has a quick start adventure set in Japan. This is originally published as part of the 64-page quick start rules. It has been translated in English, keeping the original Japanese illustrations and maps. Including a manga-style tutorial and pre-gen characters, especially all built to introduce you to Tunnels and Trolls, even if you don't have the full rulebook. Everything for a solo adventure right there. For starting solos, if you have trouble, these are 4 little solo adventures to get you going. Next, we have 3 mid-level solos to continue on from where you previously left off. This includes full-color maps and additional information for talent, speed, and wizardry in this adventure. And you've got killer solos, basically high-level solos, gladiatorial, a outdoor adventuring goal, and a death trap dungeon. Elf Lords Deluxe, Back to the City of Terrors. Goal, the Chamber of Commerce wants to shed its name, the City of Terrors, bids you to ignore the barbarians lurking in jungles, pirate raids, criminal gangs, smugglers, thieves, and the horror of the elven tombs. And yes, it's a collection of solo adventures designed for one character of any type with approximately 60 combat adds. So, fighter, magic user, try your luck at both. Goblin Lake is a subterranean labyrinth in the legendary caverns of the goblins. Cast again. Level up, which I recommend you do. You get the deluxe edition of Tunnel and Trolls. I highly recommend it. And this is an unsolicited review. I find this game to be fun, fast-moving, and it definitely you could get lost in mazes and really not care. So, highly successful Kickstarter campaign. This is said to be the best edition ever. And of course, we are getting a new edition. So, this was a 23 Kickstarter campaign, updated Tunnels and Trolls from the 1975 version. And we have Monsters, first edition, the original original Dungeon Defend of Tunnels and Trolls, where you play monsters instead of heroes. Dungeon Keeper. There you go. You're the Dungeon Keeper. TNT, more adventures, and covers solo adventures. First printed over 30 years ago. Many have not been reprinted. So, vaults galore, robbing vampires in their own lairs. There's a trick. And yeah, you got mini rules for a solitaire adventure. 4 more classic modules. These ones you are designed to, be published. Very first dungeon. So, and expanding on the world with, again, as you can tell, it's mostly about subterranean, but it is a classic fantasy. And you got the original 1975 rule start, which was a part of the successful Kickstarter campaign, a reprint of the original 43-page rules. Yeah, sufficient to play any solitaire adventure. It's an amazing, professionally put together reboot of a classic fantasy game. Next up, we have the TNT Adventures Pack. $12.95 gets you a complete bundle of Beginner's Guide and 23 adventures. Some well known in the Tunnels and Trolls community. Others are were not published until 2013, all part of the but here we have the beginner bundle. This is the second oldest. Yeah, this is the second oldest RPG. And here we have a whole bunch of solos. Yeah, here we have 73, 93, and 2 other modules were written for this, yes. So while there's not much new material, there is still it's all there. So you got some solos and Geomancer adventures. And they're all by original experienced Tales and Trolls designers. Now, the older titles are high quality image scans of the original hard copies. OCR has not been applied. So, don't recommend you print them out. You're going to get a lot of Now, this one, 14 days. Yeah, so this has got a while to go. Next up, we have the Trail of Karathu Mega Pack with only a few days to go. This is a huge mythos hunting tabletop game. Starter collection, $17.95. Using the Gumshoe system, you solve and interpret clues and hunt for the mythos busting kaiju, alien, eldritch power, some Lovecraftian plots with a new twist and new scenarios with new material. So if you pay above the threshold price of $36.85, you level up and get the entire bonus collection with 7 more titles. In this, we have the Trail of Karathu Gumshoe rulebook, Hideous Creatures, a guide to the mythos mystery with new and interesting takes. Out of Time, a series of adventures that span for centuries that weave together a huge campaign. Outer Space, again, 5 investigations which you can weave together as a campaign or play separately. Outer Woods, again, more adventures with this one has got a lot about the 1930s, and another one out of the 1930s, Filmland. Now, Filmland is from Kenneth Haidt and Robert Laws. They teamed up to bring a new cinematic lore to the Karathu universe. Gasp, shudder, and tremble. You got dozens of scenarios to test your sanity. Rough Magic is a guide to magic for both investigators and mythos creatures to expand the lore, and a resource book screen. Now, this the resource book could give you a lot of clues and material for gaming. Level Up, which I recommend you do, you get bonus material. Fearful Symmetries includes the Book of New Jerusalem. This is a guide to the Secret War in Albion, England. The perfect England of William Baker is broken. Using his poetry, you arise to build New Jerusalem in the green and pleasant land. Alright, so you've got a campaign supplement and a rule book for a guide to New Jerusalem, and sort of also a adventure involving a journalist who seeks to recover the spirit of England. Is a primers for occult surroundings of the 1930s England. Use it as a resource and an in-game artifact. Pardon me. The apocalypse, the end of the world, has finally come, been and gone in 1936, in fact, and you're one of the survivors. This is a survival horror game. You can destroy the world repeatedly in a number of different ways, and you have various adventures in the aftermath. Eternal lies. The world is yours to save or lose. Again, it's been a monstrous evil. However, the previous investigators failed. Now you must piece together what's wrong with no second chance. Kalathu City is pretty much Arkham. I know it's Arkham City is Gotham in Batman. A lot of people probably seen the noir art and made the connection. Yeah, there was a lot of influence with various mythos and mythologies as modern era stories started to take hold. Arkham's one of those things. It's there's a little nod, in Batman to Arkham Asylum, and it is a Gothic, old Gothic building, and parts of Tim Burton's Batman use that Gothic setting. But here it's Lovecraftian, and the city is the world, and you have you're trapped, no way out, and who dares challenge the authorities, who pretty much worship ancient gods. Expeditions. Now, this is Monster Island. Hey, there's a blank spot on the map. Let's go monster hunting. In fact, let's go monster hunting 10 times because once isn't enough. So you got Pacific Islands, the Arctic, jungles, war zones, and go off planet with blank spaces on the map. The truth awaits you. Are you willing to risk your survival? Just so, armed with a gun, camera, and notebook, you fill in the blank places around the world. Fill in those maps. The final revelations. The more you learn, the more the mythos infects your mind. Your friends cannot be trusted, your knowledge means nothing, and everything you hold here turns to dust. The final revelations is for sanity, destroying purest adventures for their trail of Kalathu 5. I keep making this a mistake. I know there was a mistake, and I keep forgetting about it. Alright, so you got an amazing horror map for horror fans. There's a mega bundle. It's got maps, it's got handouts, it's got everything you need to recreate the horror of the 1930s and old and new mythos alike. Next we have Magpie Apocalypse Mega, another mega pack. $17.95 for the basic. This is new 25 Apocalypse Engine role-playing ebooks from Magpie Games. So $17.95 gets you the first half of the mega bundle, more than a dozen, and for 10 titles. And pay above the threshold price, you get also 15 more. Right, so nearly a dozen, sorry. So you get 10, but if you pass the threshold price of $39.96, you get 15 more titles. Avatar, the role-playing game. This is the digital version of Avatar Legends, the role-playing game. Starter set, everything you need to begin playing Avatar Legends in the 4 nations. Heroes have to bring balance to the world. It has condensed rules, character reference sheets, and a complete colour map of the 4 nations. Next up, these are all Apocalypse Engine. Okay, all with their own rulebooks and supplements. Next up, we have Root. Marquis de Cat has led her armies to victory over many clearings, but in the Eyrie dynasties rise again to oppose her. Meanwhile, the mice, rabbits and foxes of the woodlands do not sit idly by. The Woodland Alliance, a homegrown rebellion, has emerged, promised to free the woodland from all oppressors. You and your friends, vagabonds all, travel amongst the clearings, taking on jobs no one else will do. Choose who you serve, if anyone at all. But, of course, there's the balance of the war. So Root is an official role-playing game for 3 to 6 players based on the board game Root, a Woodland Might and Right game. Yeah. Okay. Masks. Anybody remember the mask? Giant robots. Best friend trying to kiss you. Your mum thinks your grade needs work. Your mentor thinks your team is bringing you down. Oh, and your costume just ripped. Welcome to another day in Halcyon City. Mask, a new generation, uses the Apocalypse game engine about young superheroes and various in the vein of various other previous YA superheroes. You fight villains, try to figure out who you are against the backdrop of Halcyon City, the greatest city in the world. City of... Yeah. Well, this there's a phone edition, so you can use your phone. Bluebeard's Bride. Now, a young bride is to wed an ugly but powerful man with a blue beard. He invites her to explore the house, but one room is forbidden. Eventually, the young bride falls back to her curiosity, opens it, and finds the gruesome display of former brides murdered. Explore Bluebeard's mansion, create your own beautiful, tragic version of the dark fairy tale Bluebeard's Bride. It's a updated horror, yes, and whether you're faithful or disloyal, it's up to you and your friends to decide. Passion, the Passion stories of romance. You play lovers, cruel villains, and those desperately try to stop the family from falling apart, whether you're playing a heroic Espadada, struggling to connect with a true love, or dastardly Jaffe, trying to squash that burgeoning romance. You bring to life your own telenovelas of schemings, love, war, secrets, revelations, and even throw in your occasional El Generalicio. And there's never-ending passion and dancing and everything else, although not all endings are happy. But it's drama stories. The greatest telenovels have never broadcast yet. Epilogon, a dragon epic. It's a short epic poem of old, like no other, about young drakes who investigate rumors, solve problems, and uncovering the truth of growing evil in Dragonia. Easy to learn adventure, tells stories of the brave. Wow, it's quite a collection of interesting games here. Epion, Bluebeard Mare, Masks, Root, Avatar. Well, this is an amazing pack. And Undying, yes. As you guessed, Undying's about vampires. Yeah. Pays homage to the Masquerade. Though humans are the sheep to the wolf, the wolf lives amongst a pack of wolves, and they nip at each other nightly, fighting over scraps, each hoping to rule the pack. Crossroads Carnival, one night only edition. You and your fellow performers are in an age-old battle between light and dark. You wander to a desperate town, one to the next, struggling to keep your humanity and your souls as Save the Souls of the Rubes. Yeah. Lets you create stories about outcast souls of the carnival. Sideshow performers with a difference. Passing. Shape-shifting aliens from the 1950s. This is a... Wow. Spaceship has crashed. Try to rescue those stranded. Alien fiction, desperately trying to balance your life as an undercover agent in a world that would rather have you dead. Wow. So, don't level up, which I recommend you do. You get more avatar. As times you have different eras of avatar to play. Create heroes to play. Master elements, weaponry, and technology to rise and meet your destiny. Pursue balance by learning from the great mentors. Getting into trouble across the 4 nations. And go penguin sledding while you're at it. 3 more Avatar Legends. Adventure guides for the Avatar universe. Cartel. A role-playing game for the Sinaloa Cartel. You are now a member of the largest drug trafficking organization in the world. There is no retirement plan. Tied to the cartels for life, you're trying to stay alive in a game of shifting alliances, deadly schemes, drugs, money, and power. Can you hold on when the drug wars hungers for your soul? Root. The Clearing, a supplement for Root, the role-playing game, adds interesting conflicts, residents, unique locations, and special rules, and one-shots, or these can be part of a larger campaign. Travellers and Outsiders, another supplement for Roots. This time we have a trade boat that goes up and down the rivers, makes a new push for converts, sees new territory, and yes, a conspiracy that ill-gotten gains for the foolish, new factions, what's in store for the woodland, new factions to enhance any campaign. 3 mass supplements. You've got new faces, new places for Halcyon City, a new meta human law enforcement agency, a Unbound, new ways to play masks, new stories centered on issues of identity, finding yourself, alien resistance. Yeah. More for Bluebeard. More rooms, more lore, more mirrors. So you have new versions of Bluebeard's Bride to explore the nightmarish world of Bluebeard. And 2 more supplements. Keepsakes expands the rooms, and Servants in the form of tarot cards. Groundskeeper, yes, you are the groundskeeper, and you can introduce characters through these cards. And more dragons. Now this book alone makes it interesting enough for me to say I'm definitely. Look at it. You get a mega pack for $422. This is one of the most bargain mega packs. I know it's a little pricey, but it's a bargain, and it is huge material. And just to remind you, it's nearly $40 for the entire pack. So again, it's still a bargain. It's a massive games, massive supplements. Scion Origin. The Hero Collection, $14.95. It's a game of scions. These are children of the gods, powerful beings. Humanity exists as your playground. But for you, there's the rent, rival gods, fate, titans, and your destiny. You have this is a dynamic game with multiple power levels. Begin your campaign as a mortal or a new awakened hero, or even a demigod. You arm yourself with divine relics, fabled allies, and powers gifted by divine parentage. You explore the mythology of the wicked and divine, awaiting journey of mage, hero discovered, and the Pantheons, various Pantheons. Like I said, Hero Collection, $14.95, gets you 9 second edition rulebooks, pay above the threshold price of $30.94, level up, and you get the entire Demigod collection with 7 more titles. Book 1, Origin, gets you started with, includes a phone version. It's a character book, player aids and more to get you started with exactly that Origin. Book 2, Heroes, expanded rules, fill your destiny, seize your birthright. You have a player's guide to discover what hidden truth behind the myths. Level up, which I recommend you do. You get book 3, Demigod. This is exactly what your path takes you, from hero to demigod. Rules for ascending and all that. Companion, another source book for mysteries of the world, abilities to see the unseen, claim your birthright, and this brings you new rules, new Pantheons, and expands the setting. Titan Manchi again expands the setting. The antagonists, new antagonists, new titans for each core Pantheon, strange allies, new antagonists, fearsome monsters, and more. Last but not least, Mythical Denzians. There's more to face the darkness than just your rivals. Ready to make antagonists drop into any campaign. While you're busy making friends, you're accumulating enemies. My channel is brought to you by Future Fantasy. Future Fantasy is my science fantasy setting for D6 RPGs. And you also get join. You can join for free. You get all my posts on all the links, my gaming, all the previous tabletop reviews. So get all the links. This will be posted soon after on my Patreon. So you get all the links from today. And all the notifications, gaming, online gaming, as well as that. I have a setting. So, yeah. 121 supplements for D6. Next we have DriveThruRPG, world's largest download store. Not paid to say it. Now, Consular Envoy is a expansion/adventure for Traveller from Mongoose. As I said, Traveller has been revisited, and this year we're going to see a lot of Traveller. This one's about a diplomatic transport that meets disaster. You've been ambushed by an Imperial cruiser. The ship and her mission are wrecked. Now, everyone is dead, and you must decide what to do. Do you turn around, plunge into the outrim void, seek a way to somehow complete the mission? And this takes you to the dead world of Gunnar and the mysterious Belgrade. Unlock the hidden way from 5. Unlock a secret hidden away from 5 centuries. So, a new life amongst the stars. This is an official digital companion for Traveller. And there are more to come. As you can see, it's a watermark portable document file. Vampire. Haven't heard from you guys in a while. And this is a mature adventure. It includes violence, sexual themes, strong language, and viewer discretion is advised. Right, as Kindred, there are various powers of the blood that gain advantages. And if you can dodge the second edition, Inquisition, the Sabbat, and Kindred aim to squash every threat to the Masquerade, how far will you go to make a name for yourself? Seek out the limelight, get on stage, make music that will touch the souls of the living and the dead. This is Kindred entertainers as nomads. And you have the Succubus Club, which is where the warning comes from. Yeah. Next, we have some Kickstarters. Now, reported on Dystopian Dawn last week. They are near their goal. They have 12 backers now with 15 days to go. Monster Island, of course, is part of a greater campaign. This one is the post-apocalyptic world of Australia as part of the Dystopian Dawn tabletop setting. Now, this is 500 years after the apocalypse. You have various. You have kaiju. You have mutated animals. You have various threats, portals, everything you need to brave the dangers of the new world in this setting book, including new campaign ideas. There's 100. Yeah, it's already drafted. There are new creatures, new gear, new items, and there are solo adventures to come. And unfortunately, you've now missed the early birds pledge. But Dystopian Dawn is a fantasy science fiction table set in the post-apocalypse, and you can get a free Dystopian Dawn light from their website and find out more about them. Now, they meet various goals. They will add more material. All right. Next up, we have a new entry, Breath of Life, the Geomancer for Pathfinder First Edition. A East Asian influence class for Pathfinder First Edition. It's just a simple expansion. And fulfillment will be through ttrpg. So, back it because you believe in it. $15, which is about 22 Australian. Yeah, so it's getting down. Actually, it's so the Australian dollar now can buy a little bit more, not much. But that is interesting in Pathfinder. I don't know. It's supposedly still very popular. So, and apparently it's outselling D&D again. But, it's now getting nipped at its heels by Tunnels and Trolls and old school old school role-playing. Tunnels and Trolls The New Age is massive, has hundreds of backers. 11 days to go. They have well met their goal. And it is, huge. Huge. And it has surpassed D&D, yes. Kindred. Now, Kindred doesn't only mean vampires. It means, although it usually does. Kindred folk, these are races related to the, so you've got the uncommon and the humans. You have various paths to choose from. Trolls, mysterious beings. Delve into the mountains. 6 handful of dice, pen and paper in your imagination. No maps or miniatures required. Use dice pools, or number of dice equal to your stat, and Score hits against target numbers. Every 4+ is a hit. Yeah, we're exploding dice, making it even bigger. And dynamic combat, dynamic rules, quick adventure guides. Everything you need. Again, this is a new setting with a lot of levels. The big print bundle, core digital rulebook if you only, yeah, and the full digital bundle. Yeah. Huge collector's edition, a deluxe, and an ultimate. So it's got quite a lot to it. It is an amazing collection. And as I said, it's been taken over. So Rebellion has taken it over. Assumed full responsibility for everything. So, yeah, role-playing as it's meant to be. And apparently these guys are huge fans of Tunnels and Trolls. So, it's big thank you to everyone. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please support the channel and support me on Ko-Fi, Patreon, buy my books, buy merch. I appreciate each and every one of you. See you in the next video, and bye for now.